Support the Ramen Raider on Patreon. Thanks to all our patrons.
Alright, hey, this is Hans. It's time for yet another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. Today we've got one from Vietnam. This is Miliket with their bowl noodle soup beef flavor. It's flavored in the style of the beef. And so here we have that. Add a couple things in, get it going, and yeah, so it has a fork. I used to collect the forks, but no longer. It's really not necessary anymore. I pretty well explored the world of the included fork. I don't think I've really seen anything that was all that exciting in the past while. But, you know, there is a part on the website on www.theramenraider.com that is a included fork resource that will show you all these different forks with a different amount of tines and folding ones, non-folding ones like that one you saw, and yeah, it's a thing. This sachet is a little uncooperative. Well, let me get this going and I'll start telling you something fascinating. Yeah, this oil sachet seems to have really spent a lot of time being squished. But that's okay, it'll be fine. Come on, get at it. Alright, so there's that for our stunning action-packed show today. I wasn't planning on doing this review first, and I realized that at the last minute. Okay. And this will go for 4 minutes. So it's the 5th of July. It's officially summer being in full swing kind of deal, point time thing. And yeah, we went down, watched the fireworks, did that whole to-do, and that was fun. It actually went really well. First time all of us went down and it was good. But God, so many people. It was really insane how many people truly were down there. But it went good. They had a fire truck there, and my son and daughter, they both got to hop on the fire truck and get a picture taken with a real firefighter. That's exciting. They enjoyed that thoroughly. Yeah. And we are about to embark on a heat wave. So today I think it's going to get up to 83. Says the same tomorrow. I think it's going to get higher. At least the forecast says today and tomorrow it'll get up to 83. Usually here where we live, if it says 83, it's going to get to 85 or 88. You know, there's usually a 5-degree differential. And then Monday's 90. It's Friday right now. Sunday's gonna be 90s. Monday's 90, and then Tuesday it says 92, which that's gonna be a hot one, because if that gets up to like 90, I don't think we're gonna hit 100, but it's possible. And in Washington State, especially just north of Seattle, if you go east of the mountains, it's dry, it's desert-like. So seeing 100-degree temps over there, it's more common. Here, though, it's more tropical, so it's more wet, and it'll get Basically, it breaks down to this. When it hits 100 degrees in this area where I'm at, it smells like you put a salad on the stove and turned the burner on and left it there. Not only that, we've got tons of forest fires going on all over the place. And, oh yeah, there is no air movement out there. I'm looking at my lantern that I got outside. It's made of paper. Really doesn't take a lot for it to move. And I see no movement at all. So it's going to get sticky, stale, nasty, gross. And, yeah. I think they need to change when it is. They every morning I do a sticky note and I write something to my wife and put it on her work desk. And usually it's always like today is work with no hands day, National Graham Cracker Day, and Bikini Day. So I drew a picture of myself in a bikini with bags over my hands dropping graham crackers. But the other day was Stay Out of the Sun Day and AC Appreciation Day. And there's definitely going to be some appreciation of the fact that we have a nice, robust air conditioning device. It works really well. What's funny is it's not bad right now, but in a couple hours what'll happen, even though there's sun hitting the side of the building, there'll be a point when the sun hits the side of the building and then the apartment temp will just shoot way up. It'll go up to like way too hot, and then you got to crank up the AC. But we've had it in the winter where it gets sunny out and the same thing happens. But in the winter, at least, you can just open the door. Children are home being noisy. Being a content creator in the midst of a 7 and 8-year-old can have its difficulties, but I don't know. We did some, I did a couple mukbangs last week, or no, this week. 4th of July was on Thursday, so it was like Wednesday was Friday, and now Friday is Friday. It's a really strange situation. But they took part in the mukbang. That's fun. I've got a couple unboxings I'm going to need to do today, I think. Hopefully. Here's our noodle. Let's give this a try. Yeah. And our broth. It tastes pretty good. I'm gonna add in some of the ramen-based stuff. The ramen beef. Because this is a beef variety. I highly recommend you checking out their products. If you regularly ingest instant noodles, I mean, look at that. Just look at it. Wow. It's, there's beef, there's mushroom, there's dehydrated egg. I'll admit my topping selections that are my garnish. I hate the term toppings. I'm not hacking this ramen, by the way, either. My selections that I've had have been kind of weak. I prefer to have a better myriad of things. Here, we'll actually crank it all the way out. I know, you're like, what? You just made noodles. Now you're going to make us watch the clock again? But yeah, I want these to hydrate to their fullest extent. I think it's the Ramen Bae, BAE.com. It seems kind of spendy, but the bags of this stuff are really huge, so it's worthy. The beef one is really good. They just sent me the beef and the kimchi to try. Both are really good. And then there's the God, what's the other one? There's a seafood, there's a vegetable, And then there's a spicy garlic, which is really good. It's not super spicy, but it's really tasty. They also have the enoki mushroom. I didn't care for that as much just because it's really kind of hard to manage. It's like they took a bunch of enokitaki mushroom blocks, dehydrated them, and put them in a bag. So it's like the whole thing wants to come out all at once, which makes it kind of unwieldy. But they hydrate well, better than I really expected. I could add some in. I don't think they take the 3 minutes to hydrate. They really don't take much time at all. Let's see here. Yeah, see, it's kind of a really difficult kind of thing. I don't know. Of all their stuff, this is my least favorite. But, you know, of all their stuff, I've got a lot of favorites. We'll just go like this, go snip. Attempt to go snip. Yeah, I have to say, I really don't like this setup. It just doesn't work all that great. But, you know, what do you do? Oh, come on, you didn't even give me a chance to stir it. So we'll stir this up with it, too. Meanwhile, the noodle is sucking up all the broth. I apologize for that. Noodle doing such things. We'll give it a couple more seconds. But yeah, what's nice about it is the little nuggets of beef are like literally nuggets of beef. So as they hydrate, they influence the flavor of the broth, which is cool. But yeah, as far as the beef noodle bowl, the noodle I'm not super partial to. It's kind of got a bit of a stringy, funky. The broth also not very strong. Kind of clear. But if you're looking for a lot of noodle to shove in your face, this will do. But as a base product, just not super into it. I'd rather have a different one. I got noodles on their way today. Oh boy. There should be a FedEx with Nissan's new cup noodles. What do you call it? S'mores flavor. Yeah, I know, right? And what else is coming today? I believe in the mail from an anonymous source who they said they have to babysit too many psychopaths. They don't want their name on the internet, so that's understandable. Guy works at a prison and sending some noodles that you can only get if you're in prison or work in the corrections industry, so that's pretty cool. I've called the company that distributes the Marchand packs for jails. I'm like, you're really telling me the only way I can get this is if I go to prison? Yeah, we're not sending you in. I mean, they were like uppity about it. It was really funny. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to do that. I'm not a criminal. I've never, gone to prison. Yeah, we'll let that rotate. Enjoy. Out of my chair, sir. Now. What?
I'm just making
Markers?
Yeah.
No, not right now. I'm working. Well, ladies and germs, the natives are getting restless here. The next one we're gonna have is this. This came by way, as did the last one or the one I just did. Big thanks to James from Lakeside, California for sending this up. I really like the fact he's finding me some really neat Vietnamese varieties I've never seen before, so that's cool. This is Sura Song with their 88 Soul Tteokbokki. And that'll be the next episode of It's Noodle Recipe Time. This has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.